In 1970, I transferred over here as the director of the Port Allen Welfare Department. And the West Side Journal was located in those days right across from my office. So the second day on the job, L.D. Young, who was the owner and the publisher of the West Side Journal, came into my office, invited me to give a talk at the Rotary Club, and invited me to join, which I eagerly accepted. And at the time I joined, I was the youngest member of the club. So here I stand here before you in the blink of an eye, 39 years later, and now I'm the oldest member of the club. In any event, I had always heard the story about Buck Gladden, but I thought he was the president, not the district governor. So I stand corrected. In any event, to add to when the club was chartered, it was given charter number 10,249. And that was indicative of the number of clubs worldwide that were in existence in Rotary International at the time the club was chartered. James Mahoney was elected the president, and the first organization meeting, as I understand it, was held in at 2J's on August the 20th. For many years, we were totally outnumbered by the Baton Rouge Club. Now, the new bridge, I joined the club after the new bridge was built, but before, the stories I heard was when the old bridge was still there, all of the Baton Rouge members used to arrive at one time on the ferry, and it was very unique. There were times, there were so many Baton Rouge Club members present that we would introduce our club members to the Baton Rouge Club. One of the Baton Rouge Club members, Harold Orso, owned a department store on Plank Road. And his business partner, I don't know the man's name, had Lions at the same time the Baton Rouge Rotary met. So he, for at least 4 or 5 years, made up all of his meetings at our club. And every year, the president of the Baton Rouge Club would come to our club to present him his perfect attendance. In those days, the landscape of the club was very different. It was all male, and we didn't socialize a lot. When we needed to do something in the community, we took up a collection. See, this is before women were admitted to the club, and they work.
I thought you got your wives too.
There you go. In those days, it was Rotary Ann's. Our first project was to sponsor a Christmas lighting contest. And we did this probably from the inception, it was before my time, but from its inception until 1973, when Nixon had the energy crisis. So we discontinued the lighting contest. Our second project was we purchased birdhouses and encouraged people in the parish to buy them to get purple martins in the parish. And a plaque was put on the birdhouses that said Port Allen Rotary Club. The clubs were sold by, I think, the fire department and other governmental entities. That's all I know. The year I was president, we sponsored a Little League baseball team. Soon thereafter, we had the Highway 1 beautification project. If you look on the neutral ground over here, Highway 1, we were responsible for planting the crepe myrtles that are there today. In 1988, our club president, Royce Book, took up a collection and carried a trailer of supplies to McAllen, Texas, when it was disseminated by, it was Hurricane Gabriel, I believe, in 1988. Every time I started writing down, I thought of new things that I hadn't thought of before. Over the years, we've sponsored job shadowing. Our first project where we actually collected money, where we actually worked, was on the 4th of July in 1986. Wallace Hargrave was the club president then. We had a stand on the levee, and boy did we sweat. We sold cotton candy and Cokes, and we took in a grand total of $217 for a 10-hour day. Now I understand, I don't remember it, but I understand we sold Cokes at the first Bloom Festival in Baton Rouge. I don't know what we took in.
Not much.
I really don't remember. Let's see, we planted trees at Conn Elementary School. We provided 40 trees for Alexander Park. In 2003, we were instrumental in installing a permanent binocular on the levee so that people in West Baton Rouge can look at the skyline in the area. Let's see. And we've been an ardent contributor to Polio Plus, which Rotary International hopes to wipe out polio in our lifetime. Now, some of our current projects. We started back in the 80s to have a Thanksgiving dinner for the elderly. In those days, let's see, John Wilder used to donate the turkeys. Now the school system cooks it for us, I think. The turkeys.
The turkey guy did the turkey.
And Glenn Timmons and Walt Wright used to carve them. We send 2 high school juniors now to the World Affairs Seminar. 1 student is paid for by the West Baton Rouge Chamber. We send 2 high school sophomores to Camp Rowella. We have junior achievement workshops. Our big fundraiser now is the golf tournament, which was initiated by Glenn Timmons. And David now does an excellent job of spearheading. We've been taking in an average of about $10,000, and that's distributed to a lot of local charities. We give out annually a Rotarian of the Year award, which has been given out as long as I've been in the club. Some anecdotes. The year I was president was a committee was formed for the establishment of West Baton Rouge Chamber. Melvin Raymond served on that committee. He went on to be elected mayor of Monroe later on. And it was the groundwork for the chamber, which many of our members belong to today. At my installation, I almost bankrupted the club.
Don't give me ideas, Gene.
I like Murray's idea.
We had the installation at the Camelot Club, and I forgot to close down the bar. Now, Cindy Hill was our first female member. She was also our first female president. Owen Cope, whoever Owen is, was our first African American president. And I won't prolong it anymore. We're a very active club today, considering our membership. And I hope to stay in the club for many years to come.